netball me sure say wo school mu no netball ya dwumadi a say yina na ye ne je ho e say eboa emma de ye nyina no sports ye school mu nyina no koso kama na netball de e ade a je say me kom fa so to no to ade mu kwan ring mu kwan na me fe no na e international sport a masa o si nyina no ye boa na ahu dwumadi no ekoyie ntene hwan na me ne kasa me ne reverend Emmanuel Nikwei oye president at the Netball Federation of Ghana and Reverend good morning.
Good morning.
Me ma kwaba so badwumadi so na anapay.
Thank you.
So na netball saying
oh ye go so
kakaka.
Unfortunately no I say I can some funding no some more there media there. We say football is the passion of the nation. And Yamaska 99.99%
football. I don't see any Jumedi abba. Jumedi time of federation abba for lesser known sports.
Okay.
Least finance sports. Name bomb who the rule. Na Ghana for NT. Na hawa mukumu no mosoma kama abayate. Na for corporate Ghana. Eso TBA na the investment no. Ako me ade abako me yapa say me hwe international competitions na me hwe event bi say netball Ghana ain't been competed at the highest level me ya hame me say among the 30 million people in Ghana yet me nya emajuwa won betimi abon netball to the highest level what is so special about netball when it comes to international competition Ghana is missing hame and I think that this conversation is important for us to throw more light on Jumedi and netball for a day.
Thank you.
Jumedi for how long have you been involved in netball?
Say your calculation, more than half of my life.
More than half of your life?
56 years I've been in netball.
56 years.
Me started 1967, September 1967. Me training college. College of Education.
Winneba.
St. Andrew's Teacher Training College.
St. Andrew.
Mampong, Ashanti.
Mampong.
4-year teacher training.
St. Andrew.
Yeah.
How of you call home?
I will call Amaniampong Secondary School opposite. Your own year started Amaniampong. Almost dino.
Wow.
So 63 to 67. It's in the year 67 July. It's in 1967 September. And I'm supposed to me call La Anglican Middle School. Those days, Nona Middle School. And I headmaster no appointing me, say sports secretary. They're in charge of sports. And I'm coaching all the
sporting
disciplines. Football, netball, athletics, volleyball, what have you. And from 1967 up to 76, now my idea or basic. And I'm here in 1876, now I call further studies, Ken UST.
Okay.
Faculty of Social Sciences. And to me, you know, me back bachelor year kakla and 1983 no me call Ghana Broadcasting Corporation
GBC
radio newsroom as a assistant editor.
Wow.
And I mean rising up to chief editor. Me pass senior no
about
senior
chief
editor news.
Wow.
And in 1985 no unfortunately no time I made chair there, no netball was very active. Now I can't I no pass 1960s and 70s netball very popular in Ghana, schools and colleges. And Onijang, Central Organization of Sports.
Under the then president.
Osajefo Dr. Nkrumah. And the Onijang created sports decks. Dex at the COS in charge of netball.
Okay.
Enti wɔn ne schools and colleges sports federation no LAZ wɔn yɛ adwuma. Enti wɔn check the whole country no into zones. Enti wɔn bɔ all the zones. No one bɔ final wɔ Accra Sports Stadium. Until the last final no was in 1972.
1972.
At the Accra Sports Stadium. KJB Secondary School at that time, now Senior High School, and Official Training College. And they call final, no? And a KJB share Official Training College. That's by a margin of 1.
1 point difference.
1 goal.
1 goal difference. Wow.
And in 1974, no? Sorry, 74, 75, you know, Ghana Education Service decided say use Brofobi to step down netball in favor of the development of basketball.
Say
use Brofo to step down the development of netball in favor of the development of basketball. So what you are saying? Between 75 and 85, you know, there was no competitive netball played in Ghana.
Wow. For how many?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years. And even those days, you know, in the 60s, you know, even the public universities, you know, were playing netball. And in 1972, you know, Ghana Academicals netball team was supposed to go to Nigeria. Nigeria, there was a sports festival. Netball was involved. Nigeria, for you see, they couldn't host the netball until the netball no anchor, but the team was selected. And there was a professor at the home science department of the University of Ghana, who was part of the 1972 Academicals netball team. But I know called KJB Senior Secondary School, and
so for 10 years.
10 years
just to promote basketball.
Basketball. Unfortunately, no. Basketball could not
hit the levels of netball
because basketball requires intensive capital investment. Just say, court creates, court, you know, digi, cementing, and so on. No, they didn't have that until at that time. Only St. Joseph CYO.
Yeah.
Our Adabraka
organization. Yeah. CYO.
Adabraka or your good. Basketball court, and then YG Barracks, Teshi school, no schools, no, they for the whole Accra, no, they could not get good basketball court.
But it wasn't the same for netball.
But netball is easy, it's cheaper to organize, and so on and so forth. And in 1985, no, now me adwuma was GBC. 1983 na me call her. But
when you say this history only it's very, very interesting. Because actually netball came from basketball.
Yes, netball came from basketball.
In the 1855.
Yes, so it was created. It was in the US.
Yes.
The secretary of the YMCA, Young Men's Association, was tasked to create a game which will keep the youth active. And in the old days, no, it was actually a basket where they put the ball into. Now a camera, almost the ladder, no one can use ball number.
So for us as a country, reverse.
Because schools and colleges were very, very active in in netball.
Yes.
And one more can say, when the boys go out to play football, the guys go out to play netball. But it is the policy direction. Almost say those in authority they shape the policies. So that is the
so
issue.
For 10 years, no netball.
No competitive netball.
But of schools and colleges and at the competition level, no
netball. So
you believe that killed netball in Ghana?
Yes, because their interest
came down.
So in 1985, July 1985, this July is 28 years.
Yeah.
July 1985, when GBC is celebrating the 50th anniversary, that's Golden Jubilee, and our year program for the celebration. And I'm suggesting, because that I was working at GBC now, my background from teaching, because of federal studies, my GBC, I didn't see any sporting activity in the program for the celebration. You see, the then Director General, Fifi Hesse, late Fifi Hesse, and Usu Prempe, Deputy Director General, and Mrs. Avira Tano.
Okay.
She was the president of the GBC Ladies Association. And she suggested a planning committee say yampa netball enka for the celebration. And you know place so and she just say we say a structure and to institutions, banks, Agri Development Bank, SSB at that time.
Bank for construction is
psychiatric hospital, Ghana Publishing Corporation at that time, company now, and then the cocoa industry, cocoa services, cocoa board, produce inspection. Your church, auntie, interest, and you do one bar together, auntie, me check your rules, to remind them.
Prepare for the competition.
And auntie. In July 1985, I bought final of that competition, netball competition, to commemorate the 50th anniversary. And Agri Development Bank, ADB, share GBC, Golden Hands. Your team, your friend, Golden Hands. Almost share your 9-6 to take the trophy. And we Golden Jubilee celebration, GBC and the Zorbo team, because of the interest, and single-handedly, I took the GBC team to tour the whole country to regenerate
the sport,
the interest. And from 1985, now me single-handedly revived netball in Ghana. And then later others came to join me. Mr. C.O. Kwa, then of estate, Tertiary Estate Preparatory School, Mr. Kopia Samoa Champon of the Ghana Education Service, P Directorate, Madam Sewa of the Regional Education Office, Greater Accra, late Akoti Aja, late SA 30, then at La Wireless Schools as a sports organizer there. And Sano, and gradually, me next share the revival, and then I brought in forming an association,
okay,
to sustain the revival. And the 31st December Women's Movement, 1987, GBC Nuwambo over Accra Sports Stadium to commemorate their anniversary. And GBC share 31st December, 5-6, to take the trophy. The then First Lady was in attendance. He was attendance from beginning to end.
Wow.
In 1990, and National Sports Council then, now National Sports Authority, under Group Captain Ben Cole of the Ghana Air Force. Although he was head or chief executive of the National Sports Council then, and I accepted that netball became
registered association
within a national sports discipline within the National Sports Council at that time. So from 1990, we started recognition, and now we're known as Netball Association. And the time you change to National Sports Authority under a new charter, and we became Netball Federation of Ghana.
Wow.
It is a netball to me called Africa Games. Then you know the history.
Wow.
That
very, very rich history.
One Reverend E.D. Nikwe of the GBC at that time was the champion pushy to get netball back into the national sports program.
My Mr. Question, do you think that when you the recognition, for instance, I'm a sports journalist, I do not know.
Because sports journalists in Ghana have categorized some disciplines as lesser known. And so you're lesser known now, for sponsorship. It is also the journalists. I'm sorry to say, you also brought us down. It is lesser known. It's not lesser known, it's least finance. Least finance for discipline. If you say scanning for football, sending American from the onset, Handball had to go to Burkina Faso or Niger for a qualifier. I forgot whether it's Africa or Olympic. The president had to go and use his house as a collateral to borrow money for the team to go for the qualifier on behalf of the great nation of Ghana. And if you see netball today, it is because we have to develop and my partner, Mr. Kofi Asamoah Achampo, we toured the whole of Ghana, all the regions. In the 80s, everybody, sports teachers, revival, rules, 80s and early 90s. There's no region where I've not visited.
Yeah.
Which is schools, So in 1974, basic schools reintroduced the game back into their
curriculum.
National Games. Sports Festival 74. That one we had to lobby the PE directorate of the GES. Now in 2004, at Hohoe, St. Francis College of Education, colleges of education, then training colleges, also had their, and then sports festival. And also a lobby introduced back into the colleges of education. And then in 2014, and universities, GUSA. Almost
Games Association.
Introduced. And in 2015, and senior high schools, reintroduced. So that's the picture. So from 1974, 1974 up to date, that is the effort that we will be making, the Netball Federation. As individuals. Because if we hadn't used our resources, Netball would not be here today. Yeah. Because nobody was giving any support. Even from 1990, I almost accepted back into the national sports calendar. Our National Sports Council accepted. They have not, for the development of the sport, nobody gives money to develop players from the grassroots. It's individual effort. But if you are traveling, you are prepare players, who are traveling, they pay for 2006. We went to Namibia for Africa Games. 2009, we went to Tanzania, Zanzibar, for the Africa Youth Netball Championship. 2011, we went to Maputo for the Africa Games. So if we had not stood firm, netball
would have been dead. My Mr. Question, do you think that as a country we have the talent?
We have
for netball.
We have
for our women.
Our women we have, and the netball, the way the Europeans play their game, and the way we are developing our brand of netball. If we are able to be supported, our number one problem is that now we all wear netball. £900. It is the paper is still at the ministry.
You owe World Netball £900.
£900, but that one is because they cancel all our arrears, so that we start afresh. Come and pay 900, so we readmit you. We are canceling all your.
That's more like an affiliation fee.
Affiliation fee to World Netball. But for the African Netball, the body in charge of the development of the game in Africa, the Ghana Olympic Committee, GOC, has been so magnanimous. They have been so good to us that they have paid our affiliation fee from last 2 years, last year, and then this year. It's the magnanimity, the kindness of the GOC. So
my affiliation fee what means is that court there means
there's no national netball court.
World class court in Ghana.
No, for netball.
In the Ghana prisons are private individual, and I say prisons for there.
No, they're almost sports. World complex, almost a multi-purpose.
And that's what they play in
and in Ghana at the moment, University of Education, Winneba, almost netball court. University of Cape Coast, almost University of Ghana, almost University of Development Studies,
UDS,
almost. But for national netball court in Ghana, we don't have. It is such a
question. We share the international competition, for instance. We share height of ladies now. The South African ladies, the Namibian ladies. Look, do we have that?
We have that. It's Saturday, next week, starts 15-16. National Netball Championship. Our Accra Sports Stadium. And we are managing with the tennis court. And last
no markings no enough for
with masking tape. Court.
With tape na markings no.
It's a call
tennis court so amokobo by netball so. With the tape na come marking.
Yeah. You need national netball court in Ghana. Apart from Banyama Bobono.
And some competition, that solid international court mano no so chi mo place mo timi bo
Omo say Namibia, but the problem for say you study Ghanaian are easily adaptable. Omo correct quickly, no, they got used to. It is it means you have to go and train on it for some time before you got used to.
Reverend.
Yes, media, no. So it's a very good opportunity. Mama, say, netball.
And for you, your talent ID, from schools. Right from primary school,
primary,
university.
Yes.
What am talent?
Do we have
a league, netball league in Accra?
Yes, we have. We are starting our league in August. League and knockout competitions.
Okay.
And here a sponsorship.
Okay.
For this league. And in November, next week, 15-16 National Netball Championship now. I selected national team, no.
Okay.
And I started preparation for participation in Africa Games. And next in November, no, you call Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
19th to 26th November. And now 17th to 22nd December, no. Facilities no awama here for the African Games, no. They be here for nation tournament.
Okay.
Netball to test the facilities. Happy in February next year, 2024, no, a final training you be called South Africa for the final training. Now you back just say pop of March next year, no.
Yeah.
Now they go back to camp 180 from 25th February to 3rd March 2024, no. One more South Africa. It's one more 4th of March, you know, they go back to camp to participate in the Africa Games.
Wow. And you have a fine program built up to African Games.
Yes, but the funding. And once again, DOC, I'm supporting my fund, even though it's
from Kakra.
But we have to adjust our budget. And he gave us almost 33,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah, they be here national championship, no, next week.
Okay.
15-16 of July. Near selected national team, no. And we are appealing, say, a manual, a school, those 70s. 60s, 70s.
CEO of companies.
No.
Marketing managers of companies. Ombeboa
netball. And netball has the capacity, say, bring medals to Ghana. And 2006, no, 2006 for the first time I call Africa games for Namibia. No, you call that, but we're third. And
bronze.
2009, so we are called Zanzibar, Tanzania, for the youth games, no, Africa Youth Championship, no, we're third. And then one more describing Ghana as the most fast developing team in Africa.
Okay. Okay, where the na se be je mo hu nyama nyina na say afia ye netball fi. Okay. Promote nyina no away so you promote mo ye ntimi na se pa for coming netball to the next level we boa media modi some more championship next week we would be actively involved Friday and Saturday. No, Saturday Sunday. It's yes fremo mo me cover. You be cover if possible mo ma live commentary. Yeah, baby, Reverend Emmanuel Nikwe, thank you very much.